This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Gardner Johnson spooking. Yes, he spooked Patrick Mahomes. Also, did Jalen Hurts press Cam Newton? Lastly, N'Kobe Dean, he's on the fast track. Look like he's going to be back sooner rather than later. But let's get straight into it. All right, before we hop straight into it, shout out to today's sponsor, BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150, get 150% boost on your first deposit, and on your next two deposits, get 125% boost. Again, shout out to BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150, and you can do this up to $2,000. And remember, gamble responsibly. All right, so before we hop straight into it, we got to talk about the parade a little bit, from Howie Roseman getting hit in the head to Nolan Smith being drunk as ever to AJ Brown giving this phenomenal speech, which I have to play. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip.
Couldn't do it without you guys. We just want to tell you, man, we love you. We support y'all. We thank y'all so much, man. One more thing. They said I was a diva. They said all I care about is stats. You gonna get all those things wrong about me, but one thing you get right. I'm a fucking champion.
I believe it was the best speech. He talked this talk like, look, y'all can say this and say that, but one thing y'all can't say about me is that I'm a fucking champion. So I love it. I love it. Everything AJ Brown said. But man, oh man, it was fun to watch. I know it was very cold that day. I watched from afar. I was in my cubicle at work and I'm watching it like, man, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. My job gave me Thursday off, but not Friday. Why not just give me the 2 days off? But it's all good. Got to be grateful. I got a 9 to 5, but man, I was jealous. Man, oh man. But the Chiefs are officially coping. Yes, they are officially coping. The new thing is they was Super Bowl fatigue. That's what they're saying. That's the excuse. They were so tired. That's why, they didn't really do much in the Super Bowl. But I seeing them mic'd up like, oh, we could come back, this, that, and the third. To me, if they was really Super Bowl fatigued, I could have seen them losing like in the first round or whatever. I'm like, yeah, they tired. They really wanted it. The pressure was on them, believe it or not. The pressure was on us as far as with Jalen Hurts, because they kept saying, can Jalen Hurts take this talent and win the Super Bowl, in which he proved. So the pressure was really just on Jalen Hurts, not really the team, but the Chiefs team dynasty, the pressure was on them. And for them to get destroyed like that was like, wow. So that's the thing. And I'm hearing they talk to like a chief staffer, asked him, does the Super Bowl get old? And the chief, coach or whatever, said like, yes, it gets old. So now is that. That's the reason why they lost. Not because we were better. Our quarterback played better. Just overall team. Defense played better. Offensive line. Hell, Saquon Barkley had one of his worst games of the year. He played better than the running backs on their squad. Our wide receivers were better. Our coaching was better. You guys know I love Andy Reid, but Nick Sirianni, Vic Fangio, and Kellen Moore just outclassed those guys. We knew what they were going to do. Slow down Saquon, slow down Jalen Carter. Typical Twitter debates and all that. And it didn't get them over the top. Just keep it a buck. Y'all was out-coached, outclassed. The Eagles came in more prepared. We were hungry. Y'all weren't. Just simple as that. Not Super Bowl fatigue. The Eagles were just a better team. But speaking of Eagles and Chiefs, CJ Gardner Johnson been making his runs with his, Twitch, talking to guys, getting put on. And CJ Gardner Johnson had a couple things to say about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs being spooked. But let me play this clip.
He said what?
He was scared second quarter, right?
How can you tell?
Bro, that D-line was slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's saying they were scared. They were scared out there. Patrick Mahomes never been hit like that. That's the thing. We did them worse than the Bucks. Like, Patrick Mahomes was getting smacked. Because you got to think he wasn't stepping up in the pocket or doing any of that. He had happy feet. He was gimpy and like jumpy, ready to everything they criticize Jalen Hurts are doing. Patrick Mahomes was doing that in that game. Oh, he's belling the pocket too fast. Oh, he's not stepping up in his throws. He don't look comfortable. This, that, and the third. Oh, he's looking at his first read and running. That's exactly what Patrick Mahomes was doing. So I absolutely agree with CJ Gardner Johnson. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this about the parade. Did you see the Taylor Swift shirt? I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. Like, that was pretty cool, that hoodie. Shout out to the Swifties. But I mean, you can't attack a man's moms and don't expect them to, you gotta go at the Swifties. Like, Swifties can lick LIX. Ma, you know what? So, hey, I'm with CJ, man. I'm riding with CJ all day. And I said this all year, even when he was playing bad, we just needed his energy back. I feel like you somewhat need a crash out on your team to be somewhat good. I always believe that, you know, uh, CJ Gardner Johnson is that guy. We just never had that motivating guy, a couple years ago, 2023. But with CJ Gardner Johnson coming back, yeah, man, we got that guy. Yeah, everybody else hate him. We love him though. We love him. And he admitted during the parade he cried his eyes out leaving the Philadelphia Eagles. I know he said some things about us fans, but it's good to hear that he said he cried his eyes out. Sorry to go on that little tangent, but let's get into the next topic, all right? So Jalen Hurts, I think he pressed Cam Newton because Cam Newton said these words on his podcast, and let me play that clip.
But Jalen Hurts made the most of every single opportunity, and I'm just so proud just to say that. And I've been extremely critical of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Even so much so, like, interviewing him and us talking off the record is like, yo, bro, like, what's up? It was looking contentious, but
Yeah.
sitting back and watching him perform, bro, I could not be more happy because he's the guy that everybody praises athletes to be.
Mm-hmm.
Look, yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it was tension when he did the interview with Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts, he come out quiet, cool, calm, and collective. But one thing I learned doing this YouTube thing and listening to other guys is that these guys watch everything. AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and all these guys, yes, they read comments and stuff. They watch everything. So I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts heard what Cam Newton was saying, took that into heed, like, word, he feel that way. Whereas though, I think a guy like Cam Newton should embrace, like a Jalen Hurts. Because to me, they play very similar. Very, very similar. Now, Cam Newton is like 6'7" and 2 whatever. Like, he's a big dude, pause. Whereas though Jalen Hurts, it's like 6'1", 6'2", but that power running, not really the fastest, got a really good arm. And people question, Cam Newton leading his team and his leadership qualities. But I guess he was always jealous of that part of Jalen Hurts because I give that to Jalen Hurts is that to me, he came off as a better leader than Cam Newton. But far as they skill set, to me, it was very, very similar. See, the difference is that Jalen Hurts, he played well when his number is called. Like, people like, why do he got that talent and it's throwing for 130, 140? And Eagles fans will constantly tell people, like, look, if you got Saquon Barkley going on his historic run, you just got to accept it, man. Like, he's playing that good. But when Saquon Barkley is shut down, now I can say the Super Bowl or the Pittsburgh game, I just urge y'all to watch those two games. He can do it all with his legs, and he's just not, I'm a bail and run. He pick his spots very, very strategically. He pick his spots. Oh, hey, you want me to throw deep? I got you. Put it right in the breadbasket. Jalen Hurts had one of the best, if not the best, deep ball in the NFL. Do y'all know that? Like, he has one of the best deep balls, and it sucks hearing that, from a Cam Newton bash him, because Cam Newton supposed to be a quarterback. Now he's the media. He's supposed to be really dialing into these quarterbacks. but he was adding to the propaganda. But he's walking it back. He's walking it back. Wouldn't be surprised if next year start, Jalen Hurts have a game or two where he wasn't the best. The people hop back on that train. But right now, enjoy the victory lap. Now people saying, is he top 3? Is he top 5? Is he top 7? Nobody got him outside of the top 10 anymore. So let him enjoy this. I'm enjoying this as a fan, so I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts is enjoying this. Yeah, and if you're going to talk junk about me, it's going to be tension. Simple as that. But last, certainly not least, Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean is making, progress. As you've seen in the parade, he wasn't in crutches. So that's a really good sign. So it would have been about 3 weeks per se. He got hurt in the Green Bay game. So it's been about 3 to 4 weeks and not in crutches. Hearing that the training staff is doing a really good job, according to John McMullen in his article with Sports Illustrated. So this is a really good thing that Nakobe Dean will come back. And plus, you don't have to break the bank on Nakobe Dean because now Nakobe Dean got to gamble on himself. It's the past 2 years, even though he basically finished the regular season, didn't finish the postseason, he's pretty much healthy for the whole season. But, torn ACL or whatever, he has to, build his way back up because if he hit that open market, he's not going to get as much money. So now you sign him to an extension, get him like a little less, see if he can prove himself, which I believe he can. But it's more leverage now on Howard Roseman and the Eagles side as far as deal negotiations. I don't think they cheat him out. I think they give him something, but he can't really break the bank right now, which, he hate to hear that. Fans, we like, okay, he here on team friendly deal. We know we're going to get high production. But all in all, it's just good to hear Nakobe Dean is almost back. It's good to see that he's off crutches. It's good to see that, modern day, football doctors or whatever they call them, trainers, got him right. It's good to hear that, man, because Nakobe Dean's story was Super Bowl champ. Everybody thought he was a bust, including me. Thought he was a bust, but he played his ass off, man. He played his ass off. Oren Burks came in, finished the job. Very proud of Nakobe Dean, man. And I can't wait to see him back on the field. But that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? The Chiefs are coping. CJ Gardner Johnson had Mahomes spooked. Nakobe Dean, Jalen Hurts. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.